All right, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the TACRAO Virtual College Fair powered by StriveScan. My name is Julian, and I'm going to be your facilitator for this evening. And I want to get started off with some housekeeping items. So if you have any questions throughout the night, please feel free to throw your questions down in the chat box that is marked Q&A, and make sure to address any of the institutions you want to answer that question. So that way no questions are left behind tonight. And your camera and microphones are off, so you don't have to worry about anything but just enjoying the information that is going to be shared this evening. And if you want to sign up for more sessions, I believe we have 2 more sessions after tonight and another day or 2 within this fair. So you can do so by going to strivescan.com/Tennessee. And other than that, if you want to see this recording along with any others, you can go to that same website as well. So we are going to get started with our first institution tonight, and that is going to be Birmingham-Southern College. We're going to allow them to get their screen share up and running, but I just want to continue to encourage you to make sure that you're throwing your questions in the Q&A chat box tonight, so that way we can answer any questions you might have. And we'll leave the floor over to Birmingham-Southern College.
Thank you. All right. Hey, everyone. I am going to talk a little bit about Birmingham Southern. I'll be quick, and I'll drop my contact information down at the bottom. My name is Sydney Sherwood. I am Assistant Director of Admission here at Birmingham Southern, so I'm glad to be here. A little bit about BSC. We are actually part of something called Colleges That Change Lives. Long story short, is a book written by a man named Lauren Pope. He traveled the US and visited as many small schools as he possibly could, and decided that BSC was one of the 40 that he felt like just did things differently. And we're very proud to be a part of that. You can go to collegesthatchangelives.org and read about us and the other 39 schools that are part of this. But like I said, we're very proud to be a part of Colleges That Change Lives. Birmingham Southern is a small 4-year private liberal arts college just outside the heart of downtown Birmingham. You're going to hear a lot about Birmingham during this fair. So we have around 1,300 students coming from 31 different states and 18 different countries. About half of our students do come from out of state, so quite a large population of out-of-state students. And about 20% of our students do identify as Black, Hispanic, Asian, or other. Our student to faculty ratio is 12:1, and our average class size is 16. The largest class you might walk into is about 30 students, and the smallest could be just a handful, like 5 or 6. Our classes are very conversation-based, which is a really great way for our students to learn. They're not only learning from their professors, but they're learning from their peers, which is a great way for them to learn, we've noticed. All right, so we have over 50 areas of study to choose from. Anything you see highlighted is going to be one of our top 5 programs here on campus. So business, education, pre-health, pre-law, and psychology. But like I said, we have over 50 to choose from, distinct majors and minors. Anything you see with an asterisk is going to be a dual degree program, which means you would start your bachelor's at BSC and then continue to get your master's at another institution. Great programs, and if you have any questions, I would love to talk a little bit more about those. All right, one thing that sets Birmingham Southern apart is our explorations curriculum. So I don't have time to talk about it too much today, but our explorations curriculum is really just kind of means we push our students to learn outside of the classroom as much as possible. And one way we do this is through our explorations term. So the month of January is a semester or a mini-mester where you take one course that you get to focus all of your time and energy on for that month. You can take a non-traditional class on campus. You could do an internship or research for the month. You could do a service learning project, or some of our students' favorites are to study abroad for the month of January. Our January term study abroad trips are actually led by faculty members on our campus. And you're going with your peers. They are fantastic opportunities to try study abroad. And like I said, you're going with people you know. And some of our professors leading these study abroad trips have been doing it for over 30 years. So a fantastic opportunity to learn and focus on one thing for that month. It's a really great time for our students. They really enjoy it. All right. With experiential learning, it's in the name. We want you to explore your options. We want you to get out there and have hands-on experience learning to make sure you're confident in what you're studying and what you want to do post BSc. So we guarantee internships and research opportunities for all of our students, no matter what year you are. Your freshman year, if you're interested in getting an internship or volunteering or shadowing, we will make sure we have that opportunity for you. We do have athletics at BSc. We are NCAA Division III. We have 22 sports teams, and all of our facilities are located on campus with the exception of swimming and diving and golf, and they practice just down the road. All right. We are a highly residential college. As I said earlier, over half of our students come from out of state. So we have lots of housing opportunities, and about 82% of our students every year do live on campus all 4 years. So amazing housing opportunities for our students. And if you come visit, you get to come see a couple of our housing options. If you haven't been to Birmingham, we would love to have you. It's a fantastic city. It is the largest metropolitan city in the state of Alabama. It is a great place to be, lots of fun, lots of opportunities for growth with internships and jobs, but it's just a really fun place to live. We have 2 different ways to apply. We have standard and test optional. Test optional is not new to Birmingham-Southern. We've actually been doing it for, I think, 4 years now, because we know applying, your test scores do not define you. You are more than just a test you took on a Saturday. So with test optional, you would just apply with your transcripts, an essay or personal statement. And then if you do apply with your test scores, you'd apply standard with transcripts and test scores. We do have merit-based scholarships available for all of our students. You can get up to $11,000 no matter how you apply, so just remember that. We also have additional scholarships for our students to kind of counterbalance our tuition. And that is all I have for now. I have run out of time. Thank you guys so much for coming. I'm going to drop my information in the chat box.
All righty, thank you so much. And our next institution is going to be University of Alabama. So while they're getting their screen share up and running, want to continue to encourage the Q&A chat box to light up if you have any questions tonight. We'd love to get those answered for you. So we'll leave the floor over to University of Alabama.
Well, roll tide and welcome to the University of Alabama, a campus that inspires excellence in every endeavor. I'm Stacy Hall, a regional admissions advisor for the state of Tennessee, and I actually live right here in Middle Tennessee and am a proud alum of the University of Alabama. So you may ask yourself, why Alabama? Aside from being a top research institution located on a beautiful 1,000-acre campus that gives students limitless opportunities to education and entertainment, UA affords students from Tennessee the opportunity to experience life in the Deep South. The cohesive feel of campus and the Southern hospitality that students experience daily make attending UA an easy choice. So at the University of Alabama, we consistently are raising the bar when it comes to our admissions statistics. Here you'll see information about our 2020 freshman class, what legends are made of. We had a 3.83 average GPA for our freshmen. 42% of those freshmen had higher than a 4.0 GPA, and we enrolled 221 national merit scholars, ranking us amongst the top in the country. And for undergraduate information for admissions, you'll see a couple of different things here. First off, our college-specific application, which can be found at gobama.ua.edu/apply. That will open for you July 15th. So for you guys that are incoming seniors, juniors right now, that's not too far away. But to apply to Alabama, you can submit your application, verified test scores, and your official high school transcript. Alabama was going test optional in, for fall 2021, and we are in discussion if we will go test optional again for fall 2022. We are also going to be part of the Common App, which will open for you in early August. So you can apply with our college-specific application in July or wait for the Common App in August. There's no essay or teacher recommendation letters required. Also, students admitted prior to January 15th will have full scholarship consideration and having access to that scholarship application. Spending time on campus, touring the Paul Bryant Museum, walking the quad, or having a cup of coffee at one of our 2 Starbucks located on campus. That gives you, really lets you take in the atmosphere as to why UA is a premier college campus in the nation. The campus hums with a life of its own by all of our 38,000 plus students that you'll see here. We have 9 colleges, and we'll talk about those in just a minute. But what I want to point out is this impressive top 10 Bama list. So Tennessee ranks 6th among states that send their students to the state of Alabama, or the University of Alabama rather. So pretty impressive if you ask me. And so talking a little bit about our academic programs, we have more than 70 undergraduate degree granting programs, 9 colleges and schools, including our colleges of arts and sciences, business, communications, education, engineering, human environmental sciences, nursing, and social work. We also have our honors college. And here you'll learn about honors a little bit. To be admitted directly out of high school, a student needs a 30 on the ACT or 1360 SAT and a 3.5 or higher GPA. You must first be admitted to the University of Alabama before you apply to Honors College, and there is an additional application and essay. Some of the benefits for honors, you'll have smaller classes, priority registration, and you get to live in honors housing. And visiting campus, we are so proud to say that we have had in-person tours on campus all year long. You see the website at the bottom, our gobama.ua.edu/visit site. That will show you how to book your tour. You can also reach out to your recruiter. So for most of you guys on tonight, that would be me, to help you with more in-depth visits of campus too. If you can't quite get that boots on the ground experience, you're not ready to visit campus yet, or maybe time just doesn't allow, you can also check out our virtual 360 campus tour and sign up for any of our information sessions at the website at the bottom of your screen. Our attractive academic merit-based scholarships, they really recruit the best and the brightest from all around the country, internationally as well. This year, we did have the UA Academic Competitive Scholarship Scale for those students that were applying test optional. But here you'll see our merit-based scholarships. And combined with our 650 student clubs and organizations, 34 club sports teams, and the largest Greek community in the country, the University of Alabama really has something to offer for everyone. So definitely check us out. And here you'll see some of our famous faces where legends are made. We have Marilyn Howson, the CEO of Lockheed Martin, Mark Ingram, our first Heisman Trophy winner, though I think Derrick Henry, our second Heisman Trophy winner, is a little bit more popular in Tennessee, being a very popular Tennessee Titan. Reese Davis with ESPN, and Cinquea Martin Green, an actress on The Walking Dead and currently in the Star Trek series. So you'll learn a little bit about housing. It is first come, first served. So the earlier you sign up, the earlier selection date that you will receive. And we do have suite style, traditional, and modified traditional. So this is my contact information. You reach out to me at stacy.bama@ua.edu, and I'll be glad to help you however I can. So with that, I will leave you with a big roll tide. Thanks so much for spending a little time with me tonight.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Our next institution is going to be the University of Alabama at Birmingham. And while they get set up, just remember that you can always go back and watch this recording at strivescan.com/Tennessee. And I'll leave the floor over to them.
Hey everyone, my name is Kristen Bird, and I am a regional admissions counselor based in Nashville, Tennessee. And I serve as a point of contact for all students living in the state of Tennessee. If you are not familiar with UAB, we are an urban campus that's located in the heart of downtown Birmingham. Our campus spreads out over 100 city blocks, but our undergraduate portion is only 19 city blocks. We're a mid-size institution with just over 22,500 students total and a little under 14,000 undergraduates. And Birmingham is a city that's currently going through a lot of growth, revitalization, and it's just a really exciting time for our students to be in the city. We offer a ton of experiential learning opportunities for our students. We are a top tier research institution. So more than half of our undergraduate students participate in research every year. And we have 5 hospitals on campus, including a children's hospital, level 1 trauma hospital, and a VA hospital. And then UAB Hospital is actually the 3rd largest public hospital in the country. With the growth in Birmingham, we've also seen a rise in the business community, which has provided so many opportunities for our students. UAB is a founding partner in Innovation Depot, which is the largest small business incubator in the South. So through this and community partnerships, we've actually had a number of our students start and run their own small businesses. UAB may be known for health sciences, but we also have other incredible programs available too. So in our College of Arts and Sciences, we offer several joint school of medicine programs. This includes our newest major, cancer biology. And this is also where you will find our musical theater and digital forensics programs. Our Collat School of Business offers several programs, including a unique one of industrial distribution with a concentration in medical equipment and supplies. And accounting is our largest major here. We are in the top 1% for accreditation, and all 4 big accounting firms have branches in Birmingham. Our School of Education includes our kinesiology program, which is popular for our pre-PT or pre-OT students, and your Ed TPA will transfer to Tennessee if you want to teach. We offer 6 engineering programs, including biomedical, civil, electrical, materials, mechanical, and our newest one is engineering design. All 5 of these offer a 5th-year master's option. Our School of Health Professions offers healthcare management and then biomedical sciences. Biomedical sciences is focused on human anatomy, and it's a great option for students that know they want to pursue professional school. Our School of Public Health focuses on awareness and prevention, and this is a popular program for our pre-med students, and it also offers a 5th-year master's option as well. Our School of Nursing is ranked top 15 in the country, and we opened a new clinical simulation space in 2018, and we have 100% job placement within 3 months of graduation. UAB also offers an honors college. We offer a personalized path and 3 programs in our specialized path. Those include global and community leadership, science and technology, and university honors. You can learn more about each of these offerings on our Honors College website, or feel free to reach out to me if you want to discuss which option might be the best fit for you. And here are some pictures of student involvement on campus. All of these were taken pre-COVID, but we study abroad to all continents. We have 18 Division I athletics teams, Greek life, student government, service organizations, and more. So there really is a lot for our students to do outside of the classroom, whether it be on campus or within the city of Birmingham. And if you're interested in applying to UAB, our application for fall 2021 is already available. If you are a junior or younger, it will open on August 1st of your senior year. You can apply through our website or through the Common App. We will need a $40 application fee and an official transcript. We are test optional for fall 2021, so you have the option to apply with or without test scores, and your file will be reviewed depending upon which option you choose. For fall 2022 or beyond, that decision has not been made yet, so you can feel free to check back with me, especially if you're a junior, closer to when our application opens if you want to check back with me. Here is a chart that shows our merit-based scholarships. A student who chooses to submit test scores will use this. And then for our test optional applicants, our merit-based scholarships will be awarded based on the high school GPA and then the strength of curriculum as it relates to the university's requirements for admissions. So depending upon which option you decide to apply with, if you have questions on the scholarships that you're going to be eligible for, please reach out to me as well. We offer hundreds of additional scholarships too. A student will want to submit the general scholarship application through BSmart by February 1st to be considered for these. And then UAB is also now on Raise Me, and our direct link is listed on the screen for you. We are currently offering both on-campus and virtual visits. We have large-scale visits and then also smaller individual visits as well. So you can visit the link on the screen for you to look at all of the visit opportunities. If you're comfortable coming to campus, they are still limited in size right now. So I am encouraging students to book a visit as far out as possible as you can. And then the virtual visits are flexible for you and your schedule. But if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me directly. My contact information is on the screen, and you can use the Calendly link on the screen to schedule an individual meeting with myself. But thank you for the time to learn about UAB, and go Blazers.
All righty, thank you so much. And right now we are going to get the floor over to Samford University. While they're getting their screen share set up, just remember you can go ahead and sign up for other sessions tonight, and I believe the next couple of days here for this fair in particular, and you can do that at strivescan.com/Tennessee. And we'll leave the floor over to Samford University.
Thanks, Julian. My name is Laura Louder, and I'm with Samford University. We're located in the great state of Alabama, just like all these other great schools here too. We are in Homewood, which is just 10 minutes outside of Birmingham, Alabama. We are a liberal arts Christian university. We've been around since 1841. We are the 87th oldest institution in the United States. So, get the screen going. Okay, 3 questions. Here you are looking at schools. We're super excited that you're here. We want to make sure we're all here to have you find the right fit. What is the right fit for you? So we encourage you to ask questions. We encourage you to visit those campus. We've had visits opened up since July, so we are welcoming students on campus, and we want you to come visit. We also want you to look and see what problem do you want to solve, and what university or institution is going to help you solve that problem, whether it's you want to be a nurse, a teacher, or you're not sure what you want yet. What institution is going to give you that best fit? And then what are your 3 top priorities in making your decision? So we've been around for a long time. Like I said, we are a liberal arts Christian university. It's the core of who we are, and we are welcoming of all. We are a Division I school. We have 17 Division I sports, 166 student organizations, over 177 majors, minors, and concentrations. And then across the board, 97% of our students are employed or in their graduate program within 6 months of graduation. And last year with the pandemic, it was 95%. So you develop a really good relationship with your faculty. We have now over 5,700 students. 70% of our students come from out of state, so they're not just Alabama students. I'm the regional admission counselor for Middle Tennessee, so I work with those students who are Middle Tennessee. And my partner, Emma Francis, she helps with East and West Tennessee. We have a 13-to-1 student to faculty ratio. All our faculty are full-fledged faculty. You have no teaching assistants at Samford, so you develop very close relationships with your faculty. We have over 20 intramural sports and club teams, 50 study abroad programs. We actually have a campus in London where you can study abroad for a semester during the summer or during our Maymester. 43% of our students do study abroad, so it is a big part of a lot of our students' lives. Our path forward, coming through this pandemic, we've all been in there. Over 86% of our fall courses included in-person learning, and it's over 90% now this spring. And in the fall, we will be at 100% capacity in terms of in class. All our classes will be in person this fall. We had application options this past fall for the fall of 2021. We have not made a decision yet whether or not we will be test optional, but we will keep you informed regarding that. And then again, we want you to come to campus. We have preview days for seniors and juniors. We will have preview days this fall. We have daily visits 6 days a week, and we also have virtual options as well. Our goal is to connect with you and to learn more about you to see if Samford is a right fit. So just a timeline, our application opens up August 1st. You can do the Common App or our Samford app. We do not prefer one over the other. We encourage all families to fill out the FAFSA, which opens up on October 1st for federal aid. November is when we begin what we call rolling admission. So starting November 1st, you will can be accepted into the university, and then we send out notifications monthly. December 1st is our first priority deadline for scholarships, which I'll talk about here in just a second. February 15th is our FAFSA priority deadline. March is when students can begin registering for summer orientation. And May 1st is what we call Samford Decision Day. We guarantee housing and your scholarships to make a decision up until May 1st. So what are we looking for? Application, we need an essay, only 250 words. We want test scores if you have them. Like I said, we haven't made a decision yet about the fall of 2022. An official high school transcript and an academic recommendation. Our middle 50% of students coming into Samford as freshmen have an ACT between a 23 and a 29, an SAT 1130 to 1350, and a GPA of a 3.48 to a 4.1. Financial resources, your admission application serves as the merit portion of your scholarship. If you are accepted into the university, you will receive either the Crossland or the Marion scholarship. We take a holistic approach, so we look at everything. We will use your test score if you submit it. Like I said, we encourage all students to test, and most students in Tennessee have been able to test. And then there's a Sherman Oak is if you're a legacy. And then we have additional departmental scholarships, leadership scholarships that will show up on your application status page once you apply. And then there's a need-based assistant through the FAFSA required for that. You'll get need-based through the government if you qualify, and then Samford has their own too. So we try to make Samford as affordable for as many people who I believe are called to be there. For a private institution, we are on the lower end as far as tuition is concerned. And we base our scholarships on our previous year's pool, and we award all fully admitted students. And 90% of our students receive Samford aid. This is your application status page. So your story is valued. Our saying here at Samford is "For God, for learning, forever." And I'm gonna flip here to my contact information. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I am more than happy to help you, and thank you for your time this evening.
All righty, thank you so much to all of our institutions who shared tonight. We have some time left, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a round robin question segment here, and I'm gonna get my screen shared so I can bring up those questions. Okay, so the first question, and we're going to start right back up at the top with Birmingham-Southern College, is what advice would you give somebody going through the college search process?
I have a couple, but I'm just gonna keep it to one. Make sure you are asking your admission counselor as many questions as you can. We are here for that. There are never too many questions, and there's never a bad question. So make sure you're doing your search justice and asking us as many questions as you can.
Awesome. Thank you. And then University of Alabama.
Yeah, I always tell students to make this search your own. You know, you're going to have so much wonderful advice from your parents or your guardians, your family, certainly your high school counselors, but definitely take a minute to to sit back, take a deep breath, and really take the driver's seat and make sure that this search is your own. But don't forget to reach out for help when you need it.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And then University of Alabama at Birmingham.
One huge piece of advice that I always give students is to take the time to visit campus.
Kristen, I think the volume, not the volume, but the sound was a little, can you try again real quick?
Hear me okay now?
It's like robotic almost.
I'll skip. I'll let Laura go.
Okay.
Kristen, I know what you're going to say. You were taking my answer anyway. So I was going to say visit campus and really get that feel. I usually tell students they know within the 15 to 30 minutes whether they step on a campus, whether it's a right fit for them. And again, like everyone else says, stay in contact with your admission counselor. We are your #1 advocates and resources for everything.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And we are going to go on to the next question here. Let me make sure I got the right screen going. Here we go. What is your favorite event or tradition on campus? And we'll start right back up at the top with Birmingham-Southern.
I have a few favorite events. Graduation is a really fun event that I've enjoyed. But my favorite event as an admission counselor is move-in day and orientation. Move-in day, not only for the admission staff, for everyone, is such a fun time. It's almost like this big party the day of move-in day. And then the few days after you move in, our students actually don't start classes until Wednesday, and they move in the Friday before. So from Friday to Wednesday, it's a few days of like a second orientation where you get to meet people. And we have all these really fun events planned for our students so they can meet each other, meet their peers, and settle in. And it is one of the most fun times as a student and for faculty and staff, just to kind of come back to campus and welcome everyone. That's probably my favorite event on.
Awesome. Thank you. And then University of Alabama.
Yeah, my favorite tradition, it's very similar. It's something that we call our week of welcome and get on board day. So this is once students have moved onto campus and they are ready to get involved. And this is taking place just before classes begin and during that first week of classes. We call it the week of welcome, but it's really kind of extended to about 2 weeks now. But we have Get On Board Day where all the different student organizations from around campus, they set up a table, a booth, something like that. So students can just walk around, check everything out, find out when different clubs and organizations are going to have their next meeting or game or service or meal or whatever it might be. So you can really find your place on campus. And also that's when you leave with about 30 free t-shirts, which is always a lot of fun too. So you don't have to bring too many clothes with you to campus if you decide to check out Get On Board Day.
Awesome. And University of Alabama at Birmingham? No, I'm sorry.
Just type it up in the chat.
Yeah, it's real choppy. Yeah, go ahead and throw it in the chat and then I'll read it out loud for you. We'll move on to Samford.
Yeah, I would have to say one of my favorite traditions at Samford is step sing. The whole campus gets involved. It is amazing to see what happens in a really short period of time. Google it get on YouTube and search step sing and you'll see what I'm talking about. It's just a really fun time on campus and it's great to see the whole campus get involved with one event. And you don't have to know how to step or sing to participate. So
awesome. So we've got plenty of time, so I'll leave a couple seconds here. Just want to let everybody know, go ahead and throw some questions in the Q&A chat box. And if you want to sign up for any more sessions, you can do so by going to strivescan.com. So we're going to read the response from the University of Alabama at Birmingham. And the most unique tradition, UAB's most unique tradition, is our Gurney Derby held during homecoming each year. Students dress up and race a gurney down 13th Street. That definitely sounds like a lot of fun. Awesome. Thank you so much. And we do have time. So we're going to do one more question. And I'm going to get that screen share. Actually, I'll skip the screen share real quick and I'll just get right to the question. So if everybody can give an interesting or fun fact about your school, something interesting or fun about your school.
This is so random, but it's what first popped into my head. If anyone's ever been to Birmingham, or hopefully you come to visit Birmingham and see one of the schools here today, if you look over the hill, there's something called the Vulcan, and it's this huge statue. And I'm not educated enough to talk about the history of it, but there is something called Vulcans on Parade, which are mini statues of the large statue Vulcan around Birmingham. And we actually have one on our campus. It's right in front of the admission building. So if you come to campus, you might see big Vulcan off in the distance, and then you get here and you'll see we have a mini painted one. It's not mini, it's like as tall as I am, but it's really beautiful. And that was the first thing that came to mind.
University of Alabama.
Yes, so something that I'm very proud of, and this is actually the college and actually the degree that I graduated with years ago from Alabama, is that the University of Alabama has been named the #1 public relations program in the country. So that is an award that we won in 2020. We've been in the top 5 for 20 years. And it's been us neck and neck with a few other schools with who's #1. So that's something that I'm just really proud of, being that it is my specific school and specific major that we were ranked top in the nation this year. So that's public relations for any of you students out there looking for that.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And I am going to read UAB's response. And so UAB is a young university. We just turned 51 years old. We were ranked by Times Higher Education as the #1 young university in the US. But sadly, we cannot win that again since we are 51. But being a young university, students have the opportunity to truly impact the traditions set on our campus. That's awesome. I went to a smaller school too, and I know exactly that kind of vibe and community aspect. And Samford University.
Yeah, well, one thing that last year we were ranked by Wall Street Journal as #2 in the nation in student engagement. So our students are very involved. So I always tell students, if you're looking to go to a school where you can sit in the back and not be noticed, Samford might not be the right place for you. Our students like to be very involved on campus. So yeah.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And just for time's sake, because at StriveScan, we want to make sure we give enough of a platform for you to share things about your school. The one personal question I'll pose, and you might have covered this in your presentations, but I think the biggest thing is just answering like, what kind of what is campus going to look like post-COVID? So if we could answer that going down the line, but yeah, what does campus look like post-COVID for you all?
At BSC, something I think I am and our students are very grateful for is that because we are a smaller school, we were able to handle COVID really well. And so obviously a lot of things changed, but a lot of things did stay the same. So we were able to have in-person classes. We were able to hold events safely. So hopefully post-COVID, things aren't too different. One of the biggest changes is having those larger events. Because we are a smaller school, we have tons of organizations. So in a typical year, we would have events almost every day from some kind of organization. So we've had to scale back just a little bit. So hopefully post-COVID, we can get back to that really busy campus and kind of bring that community back. And then also have, our big events again. We haven't had our larger admitted student days and things like that. So I can't wait to have those again and to do potlucks and things like we used to. But yeah, thankfully it wasn't too different last year. And we hope our students can study abroad next year as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much. University of Alabama.
So we plan for next fall, or this coming fall rather, to be pretty, if we're going to use air quotes, normal, back to maybe 2019 fall. So certainly plan to have all of our classes in person again. We will still, consider distancing where it is needed, but absolutely plan to have all of our classes back. And we did get the go ahead of football is going to be back to full capacity. So, 100,000 plus in the stadium. So pretty excited about that. And yes, just plan on everything looking, more normal. Certainly still have precautions in place, like more hand washing stations, hand sanitizer, but I just think that's going to be the wave of the future wherever you go. And certainly just more cautious, or caution rather in our dining facilities, but we really want it just to be that college experience that everyone wants. So students back together again.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And for UAB, Kristen writes, as of now, we are planning for a return to normal class delivery and style in fall of 2021. We did have students living on campus this whole year, and so that will not change for this fall. As it is closer to the semester starting, we will have more details on everything, but course delivery will be back to normal. Awesome. Thank you. And then Samford.
Yeah, our plan is to be back at 100%. We've been able to hold events on campus. We've had to scale down and do multiple events as opposed to maybe just one preview day. We would do multiple just to keep the numbers safe, but we are hoping to be back to normal in the fall. Our classes will all be in person. Events will all be scheduled as usual. And like Stacy said, there'll be just more hand washing, social distancing when appropriate. So yeah, looking forward to that too. So
thank you so much. And is there anything anybody would like to share? Anything else? Any of our institutions would like to share? Any upcoming dates? Anything else about visits? Anything else you want to plug? Feeling good? Okay, awesome. All right, so I'm going to share my screen one last time with you. And that is just to thank everybody for joining us tonight. Just want to say thank you to all of our presenters who answered every question that I was throwing at them there at the end as well too, and working through all of the technical difficulties that might happen. Thank you all for doing this and providing a space for students to really get to know more about you and your schools. So there is going to be a quick survey after you close this window. A 4-question survey is going to appear, so please make sure to fill that out. And then if you want to sign up for more sessions, there are a few more going on tonight, or 2 more, I should say, going on tonight. And then I think about a day or 2 left of this of the Tennessee College Fairs. This recording, along with any others, will be available within about a week at strivescan.com/Tennessee. And good luck, everybody, on their college search process. It was great to facilitate tonight with you.